I'm trying to remove the back panel of my Kenmore Elite Refrigerator 795.74025.411 and almost have it off but can't see what's holding it on.
Can you guesstimate how old your Kenmore is? And just to clarify, what's the exact model?
Year.
What are all the symptoms of the problem, error codes, flashing lights, etc.?
Ice behind vegetable bin.
What happened just before this problem started? What troubleshooting have you tried?
And fan noise.
Anything else you want the appliance expert to know before I connect you?
No.
Hi, welcome to Just Answer. Sorry to hear you are having appliance trouble. I know how frustrating that can be. My name is. I look forward to helping you. Does it seem to be hung up on the bottom? Oftentimes, ice built up behind the panel will freeze it to the coil and you will damage the styrofoam if you attempt to force it. I would allow it to warm for a while before trying to pull it off. The link below shows the breakdown for reference. Click here.
Thanks for your prompt response. What about the fan at the top? Will it remain attached to the front panel when it comes off? And where does the water that is melting go? I don't see a drain hose.
The fan will remain on the panel. The water will go down the drain behind the panel unless it is plugged, which I suspect it may be. In that case, it will go on the floor of the refrigerator. You can just place a towel in there to absorb it.
Where is the drain? Can I unplug it?
It is behind the panel and below the evaporator coil, number 302C.
Behind the inside panel I am removing. Do you think this is related to a more serious problem or just a less than perfect design?
The drain line is pretty common to freeze up. Sometimes there is debris that plugs it, sometimes it is due to a misplaced drain strap heater. Once it thaws and you can get the panel off to get a look at the drain, I suspect you will have no more issues.
How do I unblock the drain?
It will probably just thaw and naturally clear itself. If it does not drain after thawing, I use a 1/4 of an inch plastic water tube cut to a 45 angle to run down the line. The tube is flexible and will not damage the drain lining. Usually the blockage is right at the top of the drain, though.
Do you think this is related to a more serious problem or just a less than perfect design?
It is more of a design issue. The drain is very common to freeze. Not just with this model, but all the manufacturers. It is something that has never been perfected.
Once the ice is gone, is there anything else I should do before I put it back together?
Beyond making sure the drain line is clear, I don't believe so.
Okay. I'm afraid I'll make the clog worse.
Just pour a little hot water down it and see if it drains.
Last question, I hope. Is there anything I can do to prevent this happening again, or should I just plan on doing this every year?
Honestly, it will likely happen again, hopefully not too soon. There is an aluminum strap that is connected to the heater that is placed into the drain to help keep it thawed. However, it may be what is plugging the drain, so make sure it is in place and stick straight down into the drain tube with no bends or anything that may prevent good flow.
Great advice. Thanks for your help, Kelly.
It is my pleasure, thank you. Please let me know if you have additional questions or need clarification. Please remember to rate before you leave, using the stars at the top of the page. Thank you so much.
Everything except the bottom right tab seems to be loose. Any suggestions how to get that out? Does the clear cover on the right side at the bottom need to come off?
It shouldn't need to. It is probably just hung up behind the panel.
Okay, center panel is off and I see the drain hole at the bottom center of the refrige. Where does the drain go? Do I now have to take the back panel off the bottom of refrige?
That leads to a pan below the cabinet. You should not need to access anything at the bottom. Just make sure water can get down that drain.
No water pooling in bottom of refrige. Where is the pan you mention?
It is down below the cabinet where the compressor is mounted. The drain is clear under that coil?
Okay, so in the freezer compartment. Usually the drain pans are easily accessible. Yes, the drain is clear.
The pan is below the cabinet, not in the freezer. Down at the very bottom, and it is not meant to be removed.
Soon. What happens to the water that drains out?
It goes to the pan by the compressor and evaporates from the heat created by the compressor and the air moving from the fan that blows down there.
Okay, any tips on getting the center panel in? The tabs that hold it in place, I mean. Or perhaps the top goes in first.
If you put the top in at an angle and then the rest should snap into place.
Just push hard. It's not going in easily.
Make sure everything is lined up before you snap them into place.
Worked better starting with bottom 3 tabs in and then gently pushing the top into place. There are also 2 side tabs we didn't know about that need to be seated. We got it now. Thanks.
Excellent, nice work.
I don't know how much I've already paid for this. Do you?
We can't see anything account related. We only have access to the conversation part.
Okay. I want to leave a tip for you. You were great and patient.
Thank you so much.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.